Yo, what's up? It's DNA for sure. And this video is about. I really shouldn't be making this video, honestly. A lot of the videos that I make, they come from. A lot of them do come from my subconscious wisdom and things like that. But it's more. A lot of it is too intellectual and it comes from books and it's not from the heart. But this is a small epiphany that I just had. Not really, but that I really just gave thought to. Now, I was looking up like how to be a better conversationalist for these videos, and just for the sake of having a better quality to my art, to my music. And for my everyday life, having to go to school and I actually have to talk to people now instead of talking to cameras and stuff that can't really respond to me in paper. So I looked this shit up, and when I came to find out is the best thing that you can do is just, I put this as a Facebook status, just treat life like a fucking freestyle, like you're just connected to the universe, like you're just connected to God, like what you're saying, it doesn't matter, like you're not gonna get fucking signed, the person's not gonna be your best friend because of one thing that you said. One thing that you say is not gonna get you the job or, you know, get you your wife or make this chick wanna marry you just because you say one fucking thing or have one conversation with them. So whatever it is, it can be just you, just purely you. And the thing about it is, I just didn't talk to people because my whole thing was, I don't need people to be able to say that I'm crazy or label me or say that I'm weird and tell everybody how fucking strange I am and things like that. And I worked backwards. You know, I always said I don't want people to see how fucking crazy I am or stupid or whatever, weird, socially, whatever. But then somebody told me, you know what, like, if people really listen to what people have to say according to your personality, I mean, like, as far as your personality, and they don't experience you or don't take the time to get to know you, that's not the kind of people that you want around you anyway. That's some teenager, little middle school girl shit. So I took that and I was just like, okay, fuck it. Just stuck with that mentality. Shit's not hurting me. I'd rather people just not fuck with me because they won't have the chance to reject me or say I'm weird and tell everybody I'm weird. But the fact that I don't try to talk to anybody in any capacity and would just rather figure shit out, walk around the whole school and find the bathroom instead of asking somebody so they could say how weird I talk or how white I talk or that I talk slow or fast or whatever. Like the whole thing with the shades thing. When I listen to music, see, I played an instrument. I played several instruments. And I make beats. So when I hear music, it's different. I hear each instrument and piece it together. I hear it separately and together, and I can map things out. And when I listen to something really intensely, sometimes I make these faces or stop blinking or like stare into the nothingness with no expression on my face, and I kind of look like a fucking psychopath. So I put my shades on, and you know, that's for other people's comfort and my own comfort. See, I asked a family member of mine the other day, like, because I do like myself for the most part, more than a lot of people enjoy their own company. That just comes from me being alone all the time. But I just don't like how people respond to me all the time. People showing you how fucking weird and crazy you are. That's never been fun for me. So I just cut everybody off, cut everything off. it's probably not been as easy as it feels, or like it's these energies project into my future, and when I try to actually open up to people, which I don't do. But there's a lot of people that I've seen, me just being naturally uncommon and strange, weird, whatever you want to call it, just noticing how normal weird people are, how normal that people who want to be so different, that are just naturally conformists, that grew up in a big family, they're just basic at heart, and they don't want people to treat them like a normal everyday person. They want people to look at them, they want people to stare at them, they want people to call them weird, and that's a good day for them. I don't like that shit. I took my nose, it got knocked out, and it started bleeding, and it was a wound, so I couldn't put it back in. And people stare at me a lot of the times because I do have on shades, and I don't have my fucking wardrobe anymore. But I did used to dress kind of strangely and have all these accessories and shit like that. But it's just something about me, it's just my aura. People just stare at me. Maybe because where I live, maybe because I'm black, maybe because they think I'm attractive or some shit. But when people are just normal by nature and they don't like that about themselves and they try to fake being weird, it just makes me feel more weird, and they try to say weird things and think about weird things that they don't really understand. Just like me, I try to think about normal things that I don't really understand. But it's not natural, and maybe if they would just try to be themselves and try to be normal or just free, then more weird things would happen to them, and they would realize how strange they really are by nature, and how strange that normal people are by nature. If they would just be themselves, they would attract people that they think are normal in the beginning and think they're cool and funny and shit, and then see like, yo, this dude's really actually kind of crazy. This guy's actually pretty weird. This guy's actually weirder than I would have fucking ever imagined me wanting to be. And it's the same way. Me just not talking to people and only hanging out with people that I thought were normal or just predictable, it just flipped on me. It really backfired, because that's just how energy works. You can't lie to the universe, you can't lie to God, and you can't ask for something that you don't want and get what you don't want. That's never been my experience. So me doing the research that I do, I just try to teach myself certain things socially, and I just figured out that me, if I were just to be the naturally creative, weird, abstract, uncommon person that I am, and not try to fucking brainwash myself, then my conversations and music making would go a lot smoothly, more smoothly. Because I did become that interviewer type of person, asking normal questions and having fucking females block me on Facebook by the fucking third message, and not responding to my texts, and fucking having these expressions on their face like, this guy, you're one of those guys, aren't you? But I'm really not. I'm usually one, if I'm hanging out with my family or people that I've known for years, I just say whatever the fuck. Just like when I freestyle. Just like when I'm wasted, drunk, freestyling over a beat that I like, just talking about whatever. But that's really it. Sometimes people like normal, sometimes people like weird, and not everybody's gonna like everything or the same things. So you can't change things about yourself. I'm not saying that faking it till you make it does work, but why would you want to work that much harder to be something when you can just do the natural thing? If your body is made for long distance running or the track stuff, team stuff, why would you ignore that gift and try to be a bodybuilder and play fucking football? If that's really your passion, follow it. But just be willing to put in the work wholeheartedly. Don't half-ass it. If you're gonna fucking change, if you want to be an extrovert and you're an introvert, just attack that shit for real. If you want to be cooler and less of a nerd or geeky, attack that shit for real. If you want to be a sexual certain orientation and you're not, suck that dick. Do that shit wholeheartedly. But anyways, yeah, that's DNA for sure. Be yourself.